I'm Margaret Howell. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm coming to you live from the Right Side Broadcasting Network studio here in Washington, D.C. Today is Wednesday, December the 6th, and we're honored to be joined by Omar Navarro. He's running for Congress in the 43rd District against Maxine Waters. Welcome to the show, Omar. We're thrilled to have you here with us.
Thank you for having me on. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome. All right, so let's just jump right in. You're from an area that Maxine Waters has represented for decades. Tell people what you're facing and what you'd like to change if you were elected.
Yeah, one of the things that, I first got involved in this, I was 19 years of age. I wasn't very happy with seeing how the political process was turning out to be. I got involved in political campaigns. I helped out many elections, U.S. Senate races, mayoral elections, city council races, congressional races. And, I was also at the same time, I was working for the district attorney's office, and I was going to school getting my degree in criminal justice. And, it came to me that, eventually I just wasn't passionate about being involved in working for government. So I said to myself, hey, I want to work for the private sector. So I started working for companies like Samsung, like Sony, and I saw that there's more opportunity in the private sector. And then I created an online marketing business where I had the time to do whatever I wanted. I can get up and leave whenever I want, but I can work as hard as I can, and I have no limits to what I can achieve. And I started seeing all these campaigns going on. I started seeing the campaign with President Donald J. Trump, and I saw him announce. And when I saw him announce, I was like, wow, this guy who's an outsider is running for office. So I said to myself, hey, I'm going to run. I'm going to do something. I'm going to make a difference. I was so tired of seeing my district here in the 43rd Congressional District fall apart because of poor leadership. Maxine Waters has done nothing for the people of my district. She has let my district fall apart, and nothing has been created in 27 years. You have people in Westmont community that have the highest homicide rate in the country, and no one's addressing that issue. When I go talk to people in Westmont, the people of Westmont are not happy with Maxine Waters. When I talk to people in Inglewood, they're not happy with Maxine Waters. When I talk to people in Hawthorne, they're not happy with people in Maxine Waters, which my grandparents live in Hawthorne. My grandmother's 95 years of age. She's lived in Hawthorne for over 45 years. She knows that area very well. She's seen how it's declined over year after year. For me, that is concerning. I would like to bring back economic opportunity back to the 43rd Congressional District. When I see homeless families, when I see kids that graduate from college where they can't find jobs, that's a serious situation that's going on here, and we need to have a solution. But the only way to have a solution is to encourage business to stay here. And not only that, we also have to encourage business to come back here, because that's a big problem. We just lost Toyota to Texas, and we have to bring those businesses back. We have to bring back economic opportunity back, not only to the 43rd Congressional District, but to the state of California.
That's so interesting that you would say that, because Maxine Waters, in my coverage of her, she's the only person that seems to be getting wealthier and wealthier, and she's a public servant. Her district is one of the poorest in the nation. Talk about the crime factor, and also that issue that Waters has become personally wealthy from this office while everybody else is drowning in poverty there.
I mean, for me, this is so concerning, and it's a level of respect for people. If you respect the people that you represent, you wouldn't let them drown. And that's what's happening here for over 27 years. They've been drowning, and we need to have someone rescue them. And it's going to be me that's going to be doing that, because I'm going to make sure whatever I do is I'm going to go out there into the community like I've been doing through my Periscopes, through my YouTube videos, through my Facebook videos. And I show people what I'm doing. People like what I'm doing because they see what I'm doing. And I'm not just talking about it. I'm walking it.
Now, Omar, if people want to support you, they want to come hear you speak, where can they come and see you? Where can they give to the campaign? And also talk about the primary that you're facing and some dates.
Yeah, so people can go to my website, omarnavarro.com, 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 and they can get information about the campaign on there. They can go and donate also on the website, because it's a big deal. Because the majority of our contributions to our campaign have been under $200. That means almost 100% of what we fundraise has been under $200. I mean, it's a big deal. And we have thousands of donors in the campaign, so that's amazing. We have donors from 50 states, and I'm very proud to say that. A lot of people can find out what we're doing through our Facebook page and events. They can go to facebook.com/real Omar Navarro. They can go to my Twitter at twitter.com/real Omar Navarro. They can also go to my YouTube, youtube.com/ Omar Navarro Real. So it's a little bit different there. But I mean, this is how you reach out. You can reach out there. You can email us at campaign@omarnavarro.com. I would really appreciate to have your support. I need your help. It's not going to happen on its own. Maxine Waters has a war chest. We need an army of people, and that's what we're going to have.
Speaking of war chest, she has so much money behind her in terms of Democratic leadership, and she's been able to stay in that spot for so long because of that money. So any donation you give to this campaign is critical. Omar, really briefly, just touch on your platform, what a 43rd district would look like under you versus Maxine Waters.
Well, first of all, the 43rd congressional district would look a lot different under my banner. Because first, I'm going to show up to my district. I'm not going to be going outside the district and saying, hey, impeach 45, impeach 45. You know, we have to start saying that we have to support the president of the United States and support 45, not impeach 45. We have to work with him in order to bring back economic opportunity back to the 43rd congressional district. We're not even addressing many of the issues that are happening here. I'm working with some organizations that can help out with bringing back a recycling program that can create anywhere from 800 to 3,500 jobs here in the 43rd congressional district. We need to bring back that form of economic opportunity. I'm working with organizations right now where we can address that, and we can start together building back our economy. We also have to address that there are businesses that have been failing in this district, and what is their incentive to invest back into their communities? Well, we have to create incentives for them to create opportunity back in the district. We have to say, well, we will do this for you if you start investing back into your community. Because if people and businesses invest in their communities, guess what happens? Their communities rise back up and they get economic opportunity.
Do you think that parts of her district are just without hope at this point? I mean, so long with Maxine Waters and such poverty and crime in certain areas of her district. And she doesn't even live in the district, Omar. Like, that's the most amazing thing. The woman doesn't even live in the district that she represents. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, well, I think it's absurd. I mean, but at the same time, she's able to do that because it's not against the law for her to not live in the district. But I think at the same time, if someone's not living in the district, they're not representing the interests of the people in the district. I mean, this person is so busy going to the Hamilton Hotel in Beverly Hills, spending over $100,000 there. She's not busy going into the 43rd congressional district. She's busy outside the district. She's busy shopping. She's busy buying other homes, 12 other homes that she has already. I mean, this is the concern that I have. I mean, when I see a representative like this, I don't want this person to represent me. And sure, the people of the 43rd don't want her as a representative themselves.
The woman has 12 separate homes. You pointed this out, and she's house shopping. Everyone in her family has been made wealthy because of her relationship, because of her seat, her congressional seat, and the relationships that she's forged. And it looks like to me, sitting there, I lived not far outside of the 43rd district. I just came back to D.C. It looks like to me, people like Maxine Waters are everything that's wrong with Congress. And just really briefly, I want to touch on, you mentioned the issues that your district's facing with poverty and crime. You talked about wanting to bring business opportunities back for people. Omar, if people are without hope and they're not even really aware of what's going on, what are you doing really quickly just to inject hope back into that district? You've got a pretty powerful message. I stand behind you and I love that we get to feature you. But for people that might not know you exist, you talked about the job issue. Anything else you want to touch on?
Yeah, I mean, common sense is also a big factor. There's a lack of common sense happening right now in our country with a lot of these politicians. I mean, some of them can't even remember who the president is. And for me, that's concerning. I mean, we have to have someone that has energy, not someone that has low energy. We have to have people who are healthy, who are able to do this job. I know that, doing this job, I'm able to have all the energy that I can put into it. I've been working really hard to get the name recognition that I've gotten thus far. But there's a lot of work that needs to be done. Maxine Waters has been there for for over 40 years, if you count her other service, if that's what you call it, service, because I call it a disservice to the community, a disservice to our constituents. Nothing that has been done. She's failed me my entire life. I'm 28, I'm turning 29 in January. Maxine Waters has been in Congress for 27 years, but she's been in public service for over 35. That means Maxine Waters has failed me my entire life. And for me, that is sad. I mean, I have a representative who's represented me my entire life, who has done nothing for me my entire life. And get this, I'm a millennial. Maxine Waters touts that she is millennial supporting her. Well, why is there a millennial challenging her? We're going to change that. We're going to change that back in 2018.
Omar, and just really quickly, you've got a primary coming up. Can you give us any specifics on when your primary is going to be and what people can do? You mentioned your social media pages. If they want to donate and support, you can find them there. And you're going to be facing off, hopefully, Maxine Waters. We're going to see you through this primary. But what do you think it's going to be like to debate her, Omar? I mean, can you imagine, honestly, just the debate with Waters once you get there? Like, holy, I don't even know how she's going to justify some of this behavior when she's called out on it.
I mean, Maxine Waters is not going to debate me. She's scared of me. I mean, I asked people in the 43rd Congressional District, if your representative is so great, why won't you debate a 28-year-old millennial? Why? Because Maxine Waters is going to get spanked by a 28-year-old millennial. That's what's going to happen.
Well, Omar, we could keep you here all day long. I'm going to let you go. We're going to be checking back in on your campaign. And just remind people one final time, if they want to check out your campaign, your platform, what you stand for, just your links again.
Yeah, they can go to my website at omarnavarro.com. If you want to retire Maxine Waters and you want to put her to retirement, go to my website at omarnavarro.com. Make a donation. Any contribution counts. Anything, $1, $5, whatever, because we have thousands of donors. Those thousands of donors will add up and they will make a huge difference fighting the establishment here in the 43rd Congressional District. You guys can really make a difference. Maxine Waters hasn't had a true challenger in 27 years. This is why she gets reelected. But now she has a legitimate challenger who can win. We will win in 2018. Go to my website at omarnavarro.com and support what we're doing.
Omar, thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to sign off here. We're going to check back in with Omar and his campaign as it progresses. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching our interview. You can also subscribe to us on YouTube if you haven't. You can find us at Right Side Broadcasting Network. And of course, donate to the channel, rsbn.tv/donate. I'm Margaret Howell reporting for Right Side Broadcasting Network.